All right. You can still see whatever we want people to see.
Yeah.
All right. Good deal. Okie dokie, William. What's happening, sir?
Hey, what's going on? Getting a little excited? You feel like a kid on Christmas?
I texted you earlier today. I don't think I've anticipated a golf round more than I'm anticipating our round tomorrow. I am pumped. I'm ready. Let's do it.
Good for me, because when you get your hopes up is when you have bad rounds. So
Nothing to do with hopes.
I am just an even Steven right now. But no, I'm pretty psyched too. It's, kind of out of the blue. And anytime you're paying tobacco road, it's a good time. So
Yeah,
let's
man.
do it. Let's do it.
I legit think that Tobacco Road is my favorite golf course out there.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it a lot. It's just I love in the NLU when they go there and they're talking to the owner,
Yep.
and he's kind of like, we didn't want another tough but fair,
Right. Yeah.
like
The same old nonsense that everybody else says. Yeah.
literally, like you read every scorecard you ever go to, it's like 5 tee boxes, challenging for every skill level, tough but fair, and it's just like,
Yep.
no, we're just going to completely throw all that out the
Yes.
window and just do whatever the hell we want.
Yep. And I love it. I really do. And, Strantz is a master of taking the landscape he's given and kind of like building a golf course that matches the landscape. And this landscape was a used sand quarry. You know what I mean? Like it looked like Mars.
Right.
And when you're there, you kind of feel like you're playing golf on Mars, like it's nuts. It's like nothing. It's like no other course.
Yeah, I mean, I could do more research. I don't know how much like earth they actually moved for this course, but I think a lot of like those 30-foot bunkers, like those were just kind of there because
they were just
sand
pits.
quarry.
Yeah,
just sand pits, and then they just kind of like built a golf course. I mean, I know Stream Song's somewhat like that. Wasn't that like an old something?
Stream Song. Yeah, I don't remember what it was. It might have been a mine or something like that. Yeah, and yeah, the company realized they had to. I think there was like a state law in Florida that said you have to like kind of give this land back after you're done, taking what you want to take from it. And they gave back by building some golf courses, which we got to get out to soon.
Yeah, for sure. But first things first.
That's right. First things first, Tobacco Road tomorrow, Billy.
Yep.
All right. So we're playing match play, which means I don't know if you're going to keep. Actually, I do know you're not going to keep score. I might keep my own score. I don't really care. It's much more about the match play here. I'm super excited, man. Super excited. So we're just going to go through these holes. Maybe do we want to reveal the strategies we're thinking about, or?
Yeah, I mean, I'm
not too worried about it.
Yeah, I mean, just as a caveat here, I was listening to the last podcast when we were talking about going. You were very adamant of not keeping score. Just throwing that out. I don't care what you do.
Okay, but, all right. So I might be waffling, is what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
That's fair. So I just did the flyover on number one, but here is like the overview of number one. So we're teeing off right here, number 3, the plows.
Yep.
So we've really got to make it. We're aiming to make it right about here, right?
Yeah, I actually, from what I remembered, I thought those mounds were much closer. I mean, it looks about
137, 129. Those pretty close
to the front of them. So like the peak of the high point of the mounds is probably a good
160.
Yeah, 160, 170. But yeah, you just got to get it out in the middle there. I mean, it's really not that difficult of a shot. You just
189 to clear them. Probably want to be about 230. Obviously, a little, further left is better. But yeah, I'll take anywhere out here. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, my play is right over that bunker on the left-hand mound.
All right. This one right here. It's going to come right over it.
That's it.
Should I say come right over it like this?
Exactly. That's exactly right.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that, man. Yeah. It's actually that shot plays really well on this hole.
Exactly. So for people who don't know, we're both lefties. So
yes.
If I got a little bendiness, to start the day, that's all right.
That's right. Nothing wrong with that. I think the big question on this hole is second shot, right? So really depending on where your drive lands, are you going to try and get through this shoot on your second shot, or are you going to lay up? And really not a real difficult shot to the green, right? You might be 150 out, but you can't see it. right? So that does make it, if you don't take your second shot through this second shoot, you can't see the green on the approach. So I think that's the big question mark on this hole.
Well, yeah, and I mean you're going to be more than 150.
Well, it's 141 from here, right? Am I reading that wrong?
Yeah, well, I'm talking about your second shot. You're not going to.
Oh, your second shot. Yeah, you're going to be back here, 269.
Right.
The question is just, do I hit it, 120 and lay up here, or do I try and hit it 160 and get it through the shoot?
Yeah. Like I said, yeah, we were kind of talking about that. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm leaning towards laying up.
Yeah, it's really totally depends on where your drive lands, right?
Yeah, either way, I'm not getting there in 2. So yeah, a lot depends on where your drive ends.
Yeah, questions just about, not even about hitting the green in 2 for me. I don't think it is for you either. It's really just about, am I going to be on the other side of this shoot in 2? Yeah,
which I'm guessing I'm not.
Yeah, I think I am. I think I'm going to be.
All right.
But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
I like it.
Yeah, so it should be interesting. All right.
And
so
for people who haven't been there, I mean, I wish they kind of almost just had like green, like flyovers, because they can get a little hairy. So.
Oh yeah, the greens are definitely undulating. And the coolest part, I mean, very first hole, when you're walking off the green on the first hole, what do you got to do, Billy?
Ring the bell, baby.
Gotta ring the bell. Let the group behind you know you're clearing the green.
Yeah.
They got all kinds of stuff like that out of Tobacco Road, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, so here's flyover on the second hole. In this animated graphic, it looks a lot more innocuous than it looks in real life.
Yeah, I remember the first time playing this, I was so tripped out of where to go.
Yeah.
And I actually went relatively straight by accident, not realizing it. I think like I was trying to go out to the right where like the 189 is.
Yeah,
but, banana ball looped it over to 126, and I was like, "Oh, I'm actually pretty good right here."
Right, but you can't see the green, right? So you can't see the green from where you're teeing off. This bunker is really, really foreboding from the tee box.
Mm-hmm.
It essentially really shouldn't come into play unless you're really trying to like drive the green. But it is an eyesore. You got to go over this
Even
bunker
that
here.
I mean, it doesn't look at 178. I'd like to think I have a 180 carry in my bag, but when you're standing there, you just see this massive freaking sand. It's intimidating.
It is. It really is intimidating. And you're right. Looking at a number like 178 makes me think, maybe we should be playing a tee box back. But no, we're not doing that. I'm not actually suggesting that. But I think it just speaks to the mental intimidation that Tobacco Road and Mike Strantz can do to you. 178 is not a hard carry.
No, and I mean, depending on how I'm hitting it at the range, I might hit driver.
Sure.
So
you got plenty of fairway out here, right? I mean,
247, it's pretty wide, but if you can carry 180 and get a little roll, you're still only looking at 140 in. It's not bad at all.
Yeah. Yep. No doubt. And really, even laying up here, it's only 189 to get there.
Yeah, then you got to go over 2 bunkers.
But you got to go over these
Molly
bunkers. I mean, yeah,
you don't want
disaster. Yeah. So kind of a classic. Take the easy shot off the tee, and you look at a disaster of a second shot, or you got to go for it and see where you land.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
We'll both be going for it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how it is for like hole by hole. I would imagine this is one of the easier holes. Like this is almost like the handshake hole. Like number 1, he's got to mess with you a little bit, get the round started, and then 2 is a little bit more of the good old handshake.
I don't know, man. I don't think there's a handshake hole out there. Number 7, maybe when we get to number 7, but by that point, you're deep in your round at that point,
Right.
Yeah, they're tough. But all right, so par 3, number 3, par 3. This is pretty straightforward. This is probably maybe the least visually intimidating hole on the course. Number 8's not intimidating either. But here, let me go back to 3 real quick. Pretty simple par 3. It is a narrow green though. It's pretty narrow. It's deep, but it's not very wide. So you got to be kind of good with your direction on that one.
Yeah, I remember you hitting a really great shot last time we played here. But yeah, I mean, pretty standard 125, pitching wedge, 9-iron.
Yeah.
I
honestly don't remember that. Number 8, I remember like almost getting a hole in one on number 8 and getting super excited. I don't really remember a great shot on number 3, but if you're telling me I hit one, I'm going to take it.
Yeah.
So, yep, pretty standard. Number 4, this is the Michael Vick hole. All right, let's do the flyover. So the reason we're calling 4, all right, let's just see here. The Michael Vick hole is because the last time we played it, there were dogs barking like crazy on this hole.
You had freaking PETA tweeting us.
Oh yeah, it was crazy. But I mean, this hole is phenomenal. This is one of my favorites out there. It's par 5. You can't see the crazy bunker on the left-hand side, really.
Bring up the scorecard.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah, the flyover really doesn't do it justice.
No, it doesn't. Like this bunker is in play the whole way, right? So, I mean, the play here is to try and put your drive, out here, second, third. We don't really have too many par 5s we're going to be going for in 2. Really, just the play here is like try and stay out of this bunker. Now,
well, I mean, realistically, you first of all, you got your mouse going all over the damn fairway. Realistically, we're going to be more in that 167, 183 range.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, that's a 230-yard drive.
Yep. Yeah, that's fair. Yep.
So
like right up in here.
Yeah. So then, then
figure this distance out.
Yeah, exactly, and then get there in 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably have 170 in my bag, but it's just like, you want to be in that massive bunker the whole damn way? Probably not. And that's the great thing about it. I mean, it's not particularly hard distance. Like if you told me 230, 160, I'd be like, oh, cool. Yeah, I could reach that in 2, and then you get there and you're just like, whoa, like
visually intimidating.
And quite it's kind of crazy that, you can be 167, right, where your cursor is, and 170, 50 yards further in the fairway.
Yeah, that's true. I'll be honest. Like from here, I didn't really realize it's only 167. You could go for it in 2 here, right? Like, and even if you don't make it, like maybe you're just right here and it rolls down. Or
I don't.
It's just remember. A real thin landing area there.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're in the bunker right there with a 50-yard bunker shot, I mean, that's not the end of the world.
No, it's not. The hardest part about this bunker is if you land on any of this random crap that's in there.
Right.
You have no idea what kind of lie you're going to get. Like,
right.
You could be hitting out backwards.
Yeah.
But it looks like if you're close to the green, that stuff's not really around. So,
and I think I'm really glad we're playing match play because, if we're both around the 167 and you're going, just to lay up near the 88 and you molly buttons it into the bunker, that can change my decision or, I just, this is like the perfect course for match play with risk reward. And
yes, we're definitely going to have to abide by the you're away, you're up,
Yeah, for sure.
Keeping honors and the whatnot. We'll have to flip a tee on the first tee box.
Yeah, we will be doing that. And from what I've heard today, randomly, a friend who played there today, and he said it was empty too. So
super excited about that.
Yeah. So we'll see tomorrow. But this is a great hole. This is a great hole. And I know 5, 10,
dude, 5
people's favorites.
Yeah, I was gonna say 5. You want to talk about risk reward? 5 is the classic. So par 4, right? I think we'll be teeing off from here. This is the green. I've never gone for the green there. I've always gone out to the fairway and then had like a 110-yard shot in. But let's take a look at this flyover real quick.
It's such a wacky fly. I was looking at it. What is it? 227.
That's great hole. Yes, to carry that bunker.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a little longer than that. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. Oh, no, you got it. So 227.
I've been studying,
and that's not the green. That's just the fairway. But yeah, you have been studying. Impressive.
I mean, I don't know what my carry is on driver. I know a good, and again, it's like you were saying, say you end up short and you have, I don't know, a 60, 70, 80 yard bunker shot. Again, not the worst place, but you got to avoid that brown freaking sage grass or whatever the hell it is,
Yes.
So,
like if you could guarantee me that if I missed, I'd be like over here in the nice sand, I'd probably go for it.
Although this one, yeah, exactly. But this one confuses me a little because there's only 1 and 2. There's no 3.
Right.
I think the plow's just so close to 2.
I don't know. I mean, the pictures here, they don't even have what's the banana called? What's that one called?
Ripper.
They don't even have Ripper on the graphic, do they? Right? Like here's the discs and the plows. I don't even see the Ripper. And 1 is actually a little closer to, so it's really going to depend on where we get teed up. Like if we're teed up right on the edge of the bunker here, it could be worth it.
Yeah, and again, match play. If I'm up 4 after 4, I'm going for it.
Good. I hope you have the honor on this hole.
I hope I'm up 4 at this point. But yeah, I mean,
if you're up 4, I'm definitely going for it.
Let's look. I mean, you can be looking at a 150-yard shot, and then you got 119 in. Not too shabby.
Yep. No, this is a fun hole. So, all right, take a look at 6. 6 is par 3. And this one's a little funky, right? It's got the really narrow, like it's not deep at all green.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Distance control. So like on number 3, it was really more about directional control, right? And on number 6, it's all about distance control. Like you just gotta hit your number
to hit, and you got that freaking wall thing in front of you, just messing with your brain.
Yeah, and I think I saw that. But was it? I don't know if it was an NLU thing, but they were talking to the guys. Like I guess that was like this thing here was like a loading dock area when this was a sand quarry, and Strantz just left it. He was like, "Yeah, let's just mess with them," and he left it. And it's really not in your way, but it is kind of just like a visually imposing.
Mm-hmm.
It makes the blind kind of, the green kind of semi-blind.
And it's only again like 120 yards, something like that.
Yep. So yeah, we're looking at 133.
Yeah.
So yeah, just got to make it over the sand. But I can remember, I don't know if it was the last time we played, but I think I went deep into one of these bunkers and then hit it out into this bunker and then hit it out into another bunker. Like this could get ugly right here.
Yeah, I mean, from this point, it does look like the fat part of the green is over to the left, the little fatter part, I guess, where that 2 is on the bottom. So,
so it'll be interesting.
Go left.
We'll see where the pin is. But all right. So number 7, I genuinely feel like this is the first handshake out there. This is the first, like, okay, take a breather. This one's not so horrific, right? Because it looks kind of imposing, but this fairway is massive.
Yeah, I think I was watching something. And the guy was like, "Man, it doesn't look like it from the tee box. With this fairway is like 100 yards wide.
It's huge. It really is. It is huge. If you can, you just got to get off the tee. I mean, this fairway is gigantic. The green's gigantic too. Now, granted, like you said earlier, there's no flyover of this green. Depending on where the pin is.
Yeah, it's like 3 different greens.
Yeah, but it's a giant green, right? So if you can get on that green in 2, hopefully you're looking at a bogey at worst.
Yeah, I mean, it's 274. I mean, if I can't hit this fairway with driver, what the hell am I doing out there?
Oh, 274 before. Yeah. Oh,
yeah. Definitely. I'm not clearing that. I mean, at worst, I should have, 150. Oh,
yeah. I'll be honest. If you have 150 in, that's not that good. Like, yeah. No, this is a hole where you can go get yourself some, because it's also pretty downhill. Like there's no reason you should have a shot over 125 here.
All right. Handshake it on 7. I like it.
Yep. All right. Let's check out 8. Nope. Sorry. That's 7. Let's see if I do this. That doesn't really help us. All right. Here we go. Par 3. So this one I do remember having a great shot on. It was a front pin placement. And I remember the ball landed just to the right of the pin and then rolled behind it to the left. I got very excited thinking maybe I had an ace. I did not. Let's see. Is it going to do this flyover for us?
I don't think we really need a flyover. I mean, you can kind of just see
nothing
it anyway.
Special, right? So yeah, so this is it. Again, it's kind of two greens in one. It's going to depend on where the pin is. I like it when the pin's right about here.
Yeah.
But we'll see what it looks like tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, if it's playing back, then you got to go over a bunker. Obviously, it's much longer. I mean, this hole can be anywhere from 135 to 175.
Yes. Yep.
Depending on where it
interesting.
is.
Yep. No doubt.
So big, I don't know. Obviously, don't know where the pin's going to be tomorrow. So
yeah. Yep. I'm rooting for number 3 pin placement.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. What is that SFRB? What was that?
Oh, yeah, let's get back to that. So this is from the marker, right? So 178, 173, 152, 132. So it's the front. S is this marker. I don't know what that stands for. Maybe slope. And then front right, B back.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I got front and back. I didn't really understand S and FR.
Yeah, I'm going to guess slope and front right.
Yes, I mean 157 to 130 to 173. That's crazy. That's a big green.
That is a big green. Totally different hole, right? Depending on where they put that pin. So, all right, let me do the flyover. Number 9 is I don't enjoy number 9. Par 4, really, really tough approach shot. So the drive's not easy. Decently sized fairway here, but most of it is hidden when
is a hard hole.
Yeah, this is a tough hole. It might be number 1 on the course. I don't remember. But
number 9, it is.
Yeah, it's a tough hole. So the drive, again, this fairway is huge, but this whole left piece of it, you can't see from the tee box. So it doesn't look huge when you're hitting. And then even if you do hit a great drive, so let's say we put one right about here, that's going to be 250 dead center. You're still looking at 125 in, and that's 125 that probably plays 150.
Yeah,
because that green is so elevated.
Small green, yeah. This is a hard hole.
Yeah, and that the pin on this one is like 15 feet high. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise you wouldn't see it from how much further down you are. Like, it's worth taking another look at the flyover there on 9. Yeah, let's take a quick peek. I don't know if you can get an idea of just how elevated this is, right? So tee shot, it's all hiding this left side of the fairway. You can't see any of it. And then, your approach, this green is just so up here. This bunker's
massive bunker, tiny fairway, landing area, in front of the green. Yeah, that's a hard hole. It doesn't surprise me that it's the hardest hole in the course.
Yeah, it's a tough hole. All right, so number 10. So there is something about number 10, Billy, that I know you love. So before we do the flyover, what's your favorite feature at Tobacco Road? Come on, you're standing on the 10th tee box. What's happening?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right, you're standing on a 10th tee box. What's like behind you and to the right? Come on, man. The cart barn, and then cranking the music out of the speakers at the cart barn.
Oh, yes, it is. Right. I see you're going too fast. We made the turn. We're at 10.
Yep.
You can see people practice putting, being blown out of their minds. You can tell who the stuffy golfer is because they're all mad that Tennessee Whiskey is playing on the speaker from the cart barn. I can't play
exactly. Yeah. So when you're standing on these tees, like immediately to your right is the driving range. You can see people, driving, and right behind the driving range is the cart barn, and they got some speakers up, and they're cranking out some good tunes, man. It's just a good vibe,
Yeah. Yeah. Then you get all the butt hurt country clubbers.
Well, they can go back to dormy. It's fine. No worries.
I don't remember this hole too much.
So 10's a little bit of a handshake. 10's going to have, so we're going to start this flyover. There's going to be a massive sand bunker running along the right side of the fairway. Right. So you're coming, you're coming out of this fair, and it's just massive.
Yeah. You can drive in that hole. You can pretty much ride the bunker the whole way. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you end up in that bunker, it's not really death. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
But of course, ideally you'd rather be out in the fairway. Not an easy hole, but not a real tough one. I'd say 10 is much more of a handshake than 1. And then, actually, I guess we should. Do you want to take a peek at 10?
Yeah,
See the
I
distances
want to see.
here.
I
Yeah.
mean, you look at 221 gives you a 170-ish. So again, it's
Yeah, actually,
not.
we're playing from number 2 here, so 240 gives you 170-ish.
Oh, playing from
Right?
number 2 there.
Yeah, there's the plows, right? 2.
Gotcha. Yeah, the problem again is you can't see that whole left side really.
Mm-hmm.
It's just again just visually
Yep.
intimidating. But yeah,
Yeah, you
not
want
too
to
bad
come
of a
up. We
hole.
we pretty much want to hug these trees, right? And I guess not hug them because then you're just gonna end up in this bunker. But you want to be like a little to the left and just land out here somewhere. Yeah, not an easy one.
Yeah, honestly, that's if you're playing stroke play, that's one where you can, you should be looking to get a score on.
Yes. All right. So 11. I think 11 is my favorite hole out here. You remember 11, par 5? It's got the massive bunker up by the green.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's take a look at 11. So par 5, elevated tees going across this bridge. Really, this fairway area is huge. Again, comes down to your second shot decision on the par 5. You can usually go for the green, but then you're going to have to deal with this bunker over here, which is probably 40 feet below the green.
Yeah, I was going to say that picture on the flyover doesn't really do it justice because it is massive. I do remember getting out in one, I think the first time I played there.
Yep. So we're looking at 2. So it's going to be it's 262 to this tree. And that tree is really like your aim point from our tee box, right? So you're looking to put it like right out here. You're 192 out. Again, you can challenge that giant bunker. I'm not going to challenge that giant bunker at 192. At 173, maybe I challenge it. But most of the time I'm dumping out here, right?
Again, going long, you don't need, gives you a harder shot.
Well, going to the left certainly does. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you want to be at that tree that's 262, but I think you're better off having a drive that's, or whatever shot, a wood or hybrid that's that's 220.
Yeah, I think the key is going to be to stay right of the tree as opposed to left of the tree. Like I've always played this hole from over here, which pretty much takes going for the green out of it for me. I'm just looking to put my second shot up here somewhere.
Well, yeah.
And then I got to contend with the bunker on my third usually.
Right. I mean, but if you're pretty certain you're not going to get there in 2 anyway, then being left isn't that big of a deal.
Yep. So yeah, again, a lot's going to depend on where that tee shot lands. But I love this hole. It's just a visually stunning hole. I love the strategy of it. This bunker is insane. Even if you don't end up in the bunker, you want to go down there just to check it out because it's so cool. It's the coolest bunker you've ever seen,
Yeah, I'm going to say, we'll do a follow up and I'll get some video so they can kind of see it because the scorecard really they should have like a depth of that bunker.
Yeah,
like it's crazy.
It is. It's awesome. It is awesome. So, all right, let's go to 12 here. So 12 is actually a bit of I don't want to say a handshake hole, but 12 is probably like the most boring hole out here, I would say. It reminds me a lot of number 2 at Tot Hill Farm, where just kind of like a dog leg left. Keep it in the fairway.
I love a dog leg left.
Keep it in the fairway, kind of have a blind shot at a green. And, I don't know, nothing much to it. It's not a bad hole. It's just, I would say there are, 17 phenomenal holes out here. And this one's okay. This one in 15's okay too in my book, but whatever. What do I know?
Well, actually, I think I was confusing 15 with 9. I think the next hole is my favorite. Yeah, I mean,
13's yours. 13's your postage stamp awesome. Green.
Yeah, I love 13.
I would say a lot of people consider 14 to be like the signature hole, the par 3 over water, and it's got the cabin and all of that. So I understand that, but there's no way that hole's a signature hole out here. 13, way more than 14. In my opinion,
13 signature. Great. Yeah. But I mean, what are we looking at here? 2 will probably be 237 gives you 170. I mean, that's a small landing area. It narrows there a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's not an easy hole, but I don't know. There's just, I don't know. It's just boring.
No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
it's not
nothing much
super
happening.
memorable
Yeah,
for
put it
this
out
course.
here. Then you got like a mid to long iron in, and whatever. Yeah, pretty standard. No big deal. 13 on the other hand is
13's crazy.
There's nothing standard about 13. So another par 5. You got to get it over this crud. You could try and bomb it over these trees on the right hand side to approach the green in 2, but this is the craziest par 5 green you're ever going to see. It's tiny, and like you just literally can't see it from the fairway. I remember the first time we played this hole, we were like, where are we going?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that is so weird. Like normally I'll be laid up, there. I'll hit my third from there, and then it doesn't. You can't really see on this flyover how elevated that is, and that's another flag stick that's like 20 feet tall.
Yep.
Or if it's back left, you just can't see it at all. You're just shooting over like this hill, completely blind shot into a green.
Yeah, I mean, fun. It's an awesome hole, right? So we're playing from 5 here, say. So 231 if you wanted to go over these trees and be able to go for that green in 2. But that's a really hard shot over a lot of trees, right? I mean, we're gonna go out this way, which is 240 to have 218 in. But so if you had the confidence of going over these trees, I don't know. I'm starting to think about it now, Bill.
Hey, have fun.
Boom! If you can get high up enough,
yeah,
you're good to go. Ooh, I might give that a shot. I don't know. We'll see how the driver's going though.
See how the drive's going. See how the match is going.
Yeah, the fact that it's match play, this could be fun. But yeah, I mean, just a great risk reward tee shot. And then even if you pull it off, it is no easy approach. You really can't see this green on the approach. A lot of times you're right around this 82-yard marker, and you're just trying to get it over this burn onto a green that you literally cannot see. Really kind of fun, weird, green and golf hole. And really, when you're driving in, this green on your right hand side is the first thing you see. So it's like
where the Tobacco Road sign is.
It's where the sign's right here on the road. Like, we're gonna have to take a peek at that to see where the pin is, right as we're driving in. So like, your golf experience starts the moment you drive on property. It's pretty cool.
It's a good thing you didn't pause that video in the background.
Was that bothering you?
Well, now we're at hole 5.
You can work the controls. All right. So 14. So par 3 over water. Here we are. Here's, I forget what is it. It's not called Butler's Cabin. It's
Stewart Cabin.
Stewart's Cabin. Yeah, there you go.
Butler's Cabin.
Which I guess that's like Augusta, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can rent.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you can rent Stewart Cabin out for the weekend, which I think would be awesome. Imagine being the only people out on that property.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what the cost is, but that would be pretty amazing.
I hope they have like some kind of a spotlight on the cabin that shines on the green, so you could just chip and putt all night long. Like, that would be really cool.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what they want you doing.
Okay, grandpa, yeah, all righty. I guess they won't do that then. They're going to charge you $1,000 for a night or 2. It'd be nice to have a spotlight and let you chip and putt.
Yeah, I agree. It'd be awesome. I know that I was reading something last year, and it was like, I forget who it was through, but it was camping at Tobacco Road for the weekend.
Oh, really?
Like, you literally just found a place to put a fucking tent. And
there are plenty of places to do that. Yeah.
And then it was like a shotgun tournament, like 2 days, something like that.
That's kind of cool. I'm not a camper.
Me either.
It's not going to be what I do, but I like that vibe. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. So
cool little par 3 though.
Yeah. It's fun. It's a cool shot over water, It's a good one. And then 15's got this like split fairway, right? So like you can go left or you can go right. Green is very funky, lots of undulations in this green. It's pretty I don't know if I should call it wide green or long green. It's just I don't know. It's a large green, but it's only large in one direction.
Well, why don't you pause and bring up the scorecard?
Yes. Right. So I mean, look at this thing, right? I mean, it's just huge. It's almost like a horseshoe.
Yeah, it can be, the hole can play 3 different ways depending on where the stick is that day.
Yep.
I do remember that bunker all that crap in front to clear. So what are you looking at to clear? Maybe not even 200.
Well, we're number 2. So to clear it, yeah, they don't even give you a number.
So probably around 200, which isn't
less.
bad. But yeah, looking at it, you're just like, because it's slightly uphill. So you just see this massive like crap in your face, and you're just like, you don't know where to go.
Yeah, no, I've put it right in here. I've put it here a few times.
The handicap on this hole isn't bad either.
It's actually not a hard hole. And that's part of the reason why it's kind of like, I feel like this split fairway is a little gimmicky. You don't really ever want to come this way. You know what I mean? Like, why would I want to go this way?
I mean, if the pin's at number 2 there, you might want to be over there.
Maybe. I don't know. I just feel like everything's better from right over here.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still a cool hole. It's just not one that I'm like, oh, this is cool.
Right.
I would say 12 and 15 on my 2, like, holes out there.
Right.
Everything else is amazing.
Well, I'm actually not the biggest fan of 16. It's the one hole to me that I feel is a little gimmicky.
All right, well, let's get to 16. And it is. It's definitely, let's do the flyover first. So 16, you're aiming at the pipe, right? So there's the pipe. You cannot see the fairway at all. So you're aiming at that black pipe. Then you got to come at this green, which again, the flyover doesn't really do justice as far like how elevated it is. It is a very, very elevated green, and it's a really difficult green to hold, right? So the last time we played out here, the 17th tee box is right up here. And we were watching the group behind us, and these guys were hitting good shots. And they had a little bit of backspin in them, and they just rolled right down.
Yeah, you can't even call it a false front. And the pin is always in the front, and like, when it rolls back down, bring up the scorecard or the yardage book. I mean, yeah. So like, right
up here.
Everything rolls right back, and there's just a huge patch of divots right there because the pin's always in the front and everything rolls down.
Yep.
I don't know. It's ridiculously it's just ridiculously hard.
I'll agree. It's a little gimmicky. I think that I think this hole's kind of like gained its own legend over time a little bit, and I think they play into that, and they do put the pin up front a lot. And
I've never played. I'm not that I've played there a ton. I've never seen the pin anywhere but in the front.
Right.
And I guarantee you it'll be in the front tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, I will not be aiming for the front.
Drivable par 4. If you want to go over those trees.
That's true. This is not just over trees though. There's like a cliff here and then the trees. But yes, no doubt about it. If you got faith, you could clock one right over here.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, this is the one hole to me where I'm just like, nah, I don't know. It doesn't do much for me. I think it's the one shot that's a little gimmicky.
Yeah, it is that the approach shot on this whole stuff. It's all right. 17. So 17 is actually the hole where you almost got an ace.
Yeah, this is my near ace.
Yeah. So I think the pin was over here when you had that.
Mm-hmm. But downhill. It doesn't look like it, but
yeah, I mean it's a par 3 pretty similar to number 6, right? Like very wide green but not very deep. Totally different hole depending on where they put the pin. Want to get over all this junk. But yeah, the day you almost had an ace, I think the pin was over here, and
I really thought it was in.
Yeah, no, it was pretty sweet.
And the father and son we were playing with thought it was in. Like everyone kind of just looked at each other and held their breath for a second, like,
oh, we're buying our own drinks. Yep. But yeah, so what is it? 127, right? So nothing crazy, even if it's all the way over here, nothing crazy. Cool hole though, really. Like you don't really get the feel like these tee boxes are all like, this one is the highest up, this one is like a path down and steps, and then this last one path down and steps. It's a very elevated tee box, coming at this green here. So fun hole, and like every hole, which we probably should have mentioned before, is every hole at the back of road Sand is waste bunker. You can drive your cart in the sand. You can ground your club in the sand. You don't have to rake anything. I love that vibe. I think we covered that pretty extensively. And when we were talking about founders, I love that vibe.
Yeah. When COVID hit, they didn't have to go around and pick up their rakes because there are none. So again, if you're gonna be a little, I was hitting my ball out of a footprint, then stay home.
I think that, and all right, so we'll have to double check this when we get there tomorrow. And I don't care. I'll hit my ball out of footprints. I could not care less. But I think that they actually have a local rule that's like when you're in the sand, everything's lift, clean, replace. Yeah, everything.
I don't know, it's lift, clean, and replace.
Well, lift and smooth, whatever. I don't know the real names, whatever you want to call it. But yes, lift it, clean it off, put it back.
Yeah, I mean, if we want to call that now, I'm fine with that.
All right. Well, if it's a local rule, then I'm cool with it. Right. I wonder, does that count if you're in the sagebrushy type stuff? No, right? Yeah. Because of that would change all strategy right there.
Yeah, and then you start getting into, well, this one's in the sand, not the brush, So maybe you just play it as it lies.
All right, sounds good to me. And then 18, par 4, really a great closing hole. Again, we got a black pipe here that you're going to be aiming at because from the tee boxes, this is blind. You cannot see this fairway at all. I don't think it's a super difficult distance. We'll check out the yardage book in a second, but man, does it feel hard when you've got this big pit of sand in front of you.
Yeah. And it's, I mean, for people who've been there, they'll get it a little bit more, obviously, but it's hard to explain just seeing these massive bunkers and waste areas in front of you that are not necessarily in play, but they mess with you.
Yep. Even if you're teeing off from here, right? Like maybe it's 100 yards to get over this thing, but you're not going to hit a 9-iron, right? Like you want to hit your driver, and it's just like the forced carry of all forced carries. Like, you got to get behind one. I've hit out of this thing probably 2 of the 3 times I've played this hole.
Go to the scorecard, the yardage book. So we'll probably be teeing off from 4.
Yes.
So 4, I mean,
it's 262 to here. Like, it's really not far.
No,
it might be 100. It really, like, legit might be 100 yards.
I mean, you could probably hit 7-iron on this hole.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that, right? Like,
me either, but you can.
But yes, you could. No doubt about it. Oh, like 7-iron is not going to get you to the green.
Why not?
No way. 7-iron, maybe 7-iron gets you here.
Yeah.
157. Yeah, you might be right. Interesting.
So you don't need driver, that's for sure.
So let's see. We're going from 262.
Give you about 120.
Yeah.
And then 258. So let's see, you're 30 yards short of that. You're looking at 230, give you 100 yards in. Yeah, it's a good closing hole.
Yeah. And that's the clubhouse right there, the very fancy Tobacco Road clubhouse.
It's a good hole for Gutenberg.
Yes, no doubt.
But close this for a second. I don't know if people have noticed, and go where your cursor is right now. What hole is that? The par 3?
14, yeah.
14. Is that the only piece of water out here?
I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. There's a lot of holes where sand acts like water. Right. But yeah, I think that's the only piece of water on the property.
Yeah. I mean, you can still lose a million balls and get mine effed 1,000 times on every hole, but it's kind of crazy.
Yep. If Molly Buttons is going to get you, it's going to be a sand Molly Buttons out here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good
old Molly Buttons.
So I don't know, man. I'm excited. I really can't wait to play. Like I said, I don't think I've been looking forward to a golf round more than this one in ever. I don't think ever. I'm like super excited to play tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we didn't talk strategy. I was gonna say I'm like number 2. I didn't get to the range nearly as much as I wanted to, but that's how life works. But I do remember this one in particular where I was like, just glancing through them, like there's a lot of shots where 180 carry can be big. So I'm like, I really got to get like the 3 hybrid or like that Cobra club you gave me, like, you know, that 180 to 200 club, that, you know, quote unquote fairway finder.
Yep.
You got that going, and, you know, you can have a good day out here.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yeah, I'll be honest. I've been to the range a lot, and I'm feeling pretty good about where I'm at. We both know sometimes the range makes its way to the golf course, sometimes it doesn't. But I've been working on it, and I'm feeling pretty good, so I'm excited to play.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to play better when I have a break. You know, so we'll see. Like I said, my only expectation tomorrow is to beat you. So that's it.
All right. So when it's like 4th, 5th hole and you realize that that's not going to happen, are you going to get like really upset, or can I buy you a transfusion, keep the happiness going?
You sure can. Dude, I'm playing with house money. I thought I lost 10 days ago. So
there you go.
I got nothing to lose.
Fair enough. Yep.
Pressure's on you, buddy. We left Myrtle Beach. You thought you had this thing wrapped up.
I was going to say, I feel the total reverse. And maybe that's why I've made it out to the range more, you know, like I feel the total reverse of, wow, I had this thing wrapped up and like I don't even want to say a weird technicality because that's not what it was. I just didn't play well and my handicap went up, you know? Yeah, that sucked. Like that was a gut punch when I realized. I was like, oh, geez, this blows.
Yeah. I'll remind you on the 2-hour drive tomorrow, you know, that the pressure's on you and I'm playing with house money.
It's all good, man. See if I can rise to the occasion. I often don't, but I got a feeling tomorrow's different. I got a feeling tomorrow's different.
There you go, man.
That's why we play the game today. It's why we play.
You never know. And it's a Wednesday and I'll be at Tobacco Road, not work. So
yeah, exactly.
Have fun, smash some golf balls, have a transfusion, you know, eat a pimento cheese sandwich and call it a day. I mean, that's a day in my book.
That is a day. No doubt about it, man. We're lucky enough to live. What is it? I think it's gonna be like 2.5 hours, which I actually thought it was a little closer, but yeah, no, it's 2:15, whatever, man. I'm just glad I think it's gonna be our 4th time playing it. Like this will be a yearly thing, no doubt.
3rd time there, 4th round.
Yeah, we played 36 once.
Yeah.
And that was, you want to talk about blazing hot rounds. Ooh, baby. That was a warm day, William. That was a warm day.
I'll have to go look at the grant and see what my previous scores were there.
So I'm just going to throw this out before we wrap it up. Thinking of that warm day that we had at Tobacco Road a couple of years ago, but it was probably 95. You know,
it was brutal. It was like August.
Yeah. But tomorrow, November 10th, for all you folks up in Wisconsin and Minnesota, Massachusetts, and your seasons are coming to an end, it's going to be 75 and sunny tomorrow, Bill.
I know, it's crazy.
I broke the shorts out of the closet. Like
I know.
This is going to be awesome.
Yeah. So if anyone's thinking of moving to the Pinehurst area, you know, it will be 75 degrees on November 10th. So
yes.
Or even just taking a trip. That's a little unseasonably warm, but I mean,
yeah, I would have expected like 55, 60, 75. I'll be honest, it's a little too warm. Like I'm ready for 55, 60. Like I'm like, all right, give me some fall weather, you know?
No, I agree. I feel like I haven't really played a fall round of golf yet.
Yeah.
It's almost Thanksgiving. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yes, it is. But all right, man. Well, I'm pumped. I will see you bright and early in the morning, and let's do this thing, man.
Let's do it.
All right. I'll catch you later.
Later, man.